Whatever day we start is the day we start to make true growth and change in our lives and the lives, hopefully, of those around us, just by choosing better behaviors, right? My name is Sophie, and this is the Mindful Takeover. I am hijacking back my day, my time, and my life by being intentional and mindful and doing things differently, like hitting the pause button. So, right now, we're going to meditate for 1 minute to get into the moment. Ready? Sit back and do this imperfectly together. Just breathe however you're comfortable, through your nose, through your mouth. Big deep breath in, letting it out. This is just an imperfectly perfect way to set ourselves up for the intention of this moment. Reminding yourself all noise is a gift, because it just is a rep to remind you to come back to your breath. Choosing to be here in this moment, choosing to be intentional. These disciplined actions, even if they're small, they count. Good job meditating. It is not easy to get yourself to center sometimes, and this is the pause button. That was a pause button. We're going to talk a little bit more about how that comes, but basically, every time we practice these things, we are rewiring our brains and becoming the person we want to become. So when I am choosing to breathe and choosing a better response, I'm choosing to step into the new me, right? That's not always easy though. Somebody says the wrong thing and I'm triggered. Somebody, does something on the road and I snap and I'm screaming, bloody murder at, the person in front of me and what they can do with their car. Those don't make me feel good though. Those are all old habits and old patterns and they're not helpful. So what if instead you could just create a little space to breathe, to be intentional, and to reflect and respond intentionally? That is what the pause button is about, because when we pause, we win. All right, so we're going to dive into the question part of the pause button. We're discovering our pause buttons together, and with journaling, either pen to paper or just think and go along with us and listen. For 30 seconds, we're going to think on just one trigger. What's one trigger that sets you off and that leads you to react automatically? Think about a specific situation, person, or feeling that often causes you to react without thinking. All right, we're doing this together. All right, that is 30 seconds. For me, a trigger that sets me off and leads me to react automatically is oddly it happened to me this morning. It's waking up in a panic and feeling overwhelmed. Like I just get this huge panic attack. It makes no sense. I tend to respond poorly. If there's people around, I'll snap at them. I'll cry. It's not fun. So, what would it feel like to pause that moment instead of react? Imagine yourself taking a deep breath and creating space and choosing a different response. How does that energy set that situation off? Like, how does it change? You ready? Let's go. All right. So what I wrote is that it feels more peaceful, like I'm taking care of I'm taken care of, and that the situations will be taken care of. I'm less panicky. And then what I also noticed, if I really put myself there, is that the energy shifts. Like my negative energy doesn't shift to people, and they don't respond in panic. Instead, they get the benefits of me feeling confident and comfortable instead of that wah feeling. It's cortisol and hormones for me. I don't know. And finally, question 3. What's one small thing I can remind myself to pause the next time I'm triggered? What's one small cue I can have? Is there a mantra like breathe that I can repeat? Can I place my hand on my heart? Can I set a reminder on your phone? What is your pause button? All right? Just think about it for a moment. In that situation that you just named, what would be the most comfortable pause? Here we go. All right. So for me, what I did this morning was I talked to myself out loud and I remind myself from my best version, like kindly, that it's going to be okay. And I think one thing that I would really love to practice more, and I did this morning a bit, but I realized the benefits of is getting up and moving my body and changing my physiology, because I think that big leap into letting your whatever's causing that panic, like letting it get through your body quicker, the better, right? And getting at it, that energy out of your system. Because I don't know about you, but when I'm in a panic mode, I vibrate. Here's the truth: pausing is not always easy, and you're not going to get it perfect every time, and that is okay. It is a skill. And like any skill, it's going to get easier over time. We're starting small. We're not making big, giant leaps into saying, well, now I'm going to do this all the time. If you can remind yourself to do it, great. If you can't, that's okay too. Be intentionally kind to yourself and remembering that this is not about perfection, that every time you pause, you're rewiring your brain and you're becoming that person that you've wanted to step into for so long. And we're doing it. We're doing it together. So thanks for joining me. If you have any suggestions, comments, questions, please comment below, or you can always email me at themindfultakeover@gmail.com. I am so grateful to be here with you all. Keep hitting those pause buttons, keep being mindful, and keep remembering to intentionally enjoy your day. If we're not having fun, what's the point? Thanks, y'all. Peace. Take care.